PFC press conference and weigh-ins. How's everybody doing? All right. Awesome. Tonight is brought to you by Evermore, Czar Wellness, and Bud Light. Right now, I'd like to give a special shout out to the PFC ring girls, Mindy, Shelby, Ingrid, and Mackenzie. There they are. Nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. To get things started, without any further ado, let's bring him up, the man. This is Johnny Ross.
What's up, guys? Excited to be back at Amarillo, PFC 34. Fights tomorrow, 16 fights. Early prelims start at 4:30. Or no, 5, sorry. Early prelims start at 5, stream live on YouTube and Facebook for free, so check that out. We're going to take questions. Got a great card, great guys, great girls on the card, so hit them up. Let's get it going.
First question, so I will jump up, and I've got a few questions. First, we'll just run down from left to right here. My first question for Mr. John King. We had an opportunity to talk briefly at the weigh-ins, and you said you felt your consistency was something that you had taken to the next level and was really going to help you to be a better fighter. How has that consistency changed or improved your game, and what can we expect to see against your very tough opponent tomorrow in your title fight, Mr. Ryan Parker?
Consistency in the gym is what I was talking about, just being in the gym more, being around a lot of good group of guys, and just being able to go out and perform and just be myself in there and have fun, enjoy it. You have to have a great dance partner in there to be able to show your skills, and I think Mr. Parker is one of those people that's going to be able to allow me to go out there and have some fun and do what we do best, put a show on for the crowd, and hope y'all all enjoy it.
Yeah, and inside of that consistency, you had said that, taking it to that next level was part of the training partners and the group of people you're around. So that's more of the consistency, just the high level, being consistency around that high level. That's what you were speaking to, just to clarify.
Yes, just the pace. The pace of everything is a lot more faster, a lot more intense. Getting comfortable in a cage or a ring, that's the consistency. Having training partners that are, like I said before, where you come in and you're humbled and you're being humbled. And that's the thing about, being around a good camp, a good group of people that's going to push you and want the best for you.
Fantastic. Can't wait to see you work tomorrow night. Best of luck, sir. And to your opponent, Mr. Ryan Parker, you put on your strengths sheet. We didn't have an opportunity to talk. We did briefly just a moment ago, but great to meet you. But you had said that you're very well-rounded. Knowing that you're coming in against such a tough opponent who has, a very hard-hitting record, also moving to next generation, trying to get his grappling up, how do you anticipate your well-rounded skills translating into a title victory tomorrow?
Like John said, it's been a very good camp, and I feel like it's one of those that I really sharpened up all of my skills. So that well-roundedness that I spoke to at this point is even higher than it's been before. I've had a great training camp for this fight, my first one for Peak, and my first opportunity at a pro title, and I'm really excited about it. We got to go out, do some cross training at some really high-level gyms out in Arizona, fight ready, and just my guys at home, just turning it up, getting the intensity ready, knowing what we're stepping into. I fought some really tough guys in my career, and I feel like this is my moment to show that I'm in that upper echelon of talent. And like he said, you need a good dance partner to bring the best out of you. So I think my well-roundedness will show, just him being so dangerous, having the experience that he has, and bringing the skill set that he has. It'll allow me to really put it all together and show what I can do.
Best of luck tomorrow, sir. Thank you. Moving over, I was going to wait a little bit longer for this, but you're right there, so we're just going to start it off. Colton, 5-0, 5 finishes. As I said earlier, this is starting to feel very familiar. We're just adding a number, not even going through rounds, maybe just a round or two. I know that you are always looking for a fast finish. That has been what you've been doing since you started to turn pro. But what could a big finish bring for you tomorrow, and where do you see yourself in the next year?
I mean, a big finish. I mean, I definitely have some big eyes on me. I'm probably the top prospect in Texas. In a year, I see myself in the biggest promotion in the game, you know, making some money, knocking some people out, and yeah, man, I'm just ready for it all.
Had an opportunity to speak with your opponent, and he had said he believed to be your biggest test. To that, Jesse, how do you see yourself putting an end to the 5-0, 5-finish streak of the PFC champ?
How do I see myself putting an end to it?
Mhm.
By defeating him tomorrow night.
Would you like to elaborate, or just victory in itself?
Yeah. No, I would not like to elaborate. I'm going to beat him.
Taken and noted. Moving back over to Colton. Go ahead.
I mean, look what I did to him. Look what he did to him. He hit him with everything in the kitchen sink. Couldn't put him away. I hit him one time and it was over. I mean, he's confident, but I just think he just doesn't know. You don't know until you're in there with someone like me. I know he's not training with people like me. I know he doesn't have the training partners I have. I mean, I'm going to put his lights out. First round knockout.
Anything to say?
Same to him. He hasn't fought anybody like me as well. He can do the MMA math on a bad performance that I had, but I'm going to be the best Jesse that nobody's ever seen.
What about the other 5 losses?
That's cool. Yeah, I started out tough. I was 1-4 in my first 5 fights. That is a bad record. That is a tough start. But in my last 6, I've gone 5-1. I had 1 bad performance. It is what it is. I'm ready to show myself.
But you looked bad in all those other ones.
That's cool.
I beat
You can have your
guys.
opinion.
I beat guys that mean more than anyone you've ever fought. You know, so like for you to sit there and say that, like, pretty delusional.
He's upset.
I'm chilling.
Gentlemen, best of luck tomorrow. I look forward to the performance. And to our side here now, I'm a little blocked here, so I'm going to move because I don't like talking to somebody and not being able to see them. That's weird. So, Mr. Pfister, it's an honor to have you here, a veteran of the game. Everyone here knows, you know, a UFC veteran. Very long career. You've been fighting for well over a decade. Looking back into your history and career, both you and Beck having fought some similar opponents. How do you stay motivated to keep pushing at this high level? And what is the plans when you win your title tomorrow?
Hello. Just been training hard. The way I stay motivated is I just had a son not too terribly long ago, so he gives me inspiration. Just open up a martial arts gym, seeing all those kids look up to me, you know, a lot of eyes on me, making sure that I'm doing the right thing, living my life like I'm supposed to. God's been very good to me this past couple of years, so just training the hardest I can and, you know, working really hard and making sure I'm doing the right thing and putting the time in and putting the work in and, you know, look to go out there and perform.
And on that performance, I feel like this is a really interesting stylistic match. Seems to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you throw a lot of bad intentions, and a lot of the strikes you throw, very few of, you know, the punches and moving forward. Are you just being kind and trying to set things up? Chance a little bit more on the outside, a little bit more picky on that. Do you see that playing into your advantage, or have you changed that game up to try to win your title tomorrow?
We're definitely going to go to war tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. You know, just stick to the game plan and go, you know, put on an amazing fight, try to put him away. And, you know, he's tough as hell. I'm tough as hell. We're going to beat the shit out of each other. And, you know what I mean? Thank you, Chance is a stud, for coming to Amarillo to fight me. He's coming to my backyard. I know he's been training hard for this. I know I've been training hard for this. We're going to put on a hell of a main event, so get ready.
Can't wait, sir. Best of luck. Mr. Beck, we've had an opportunity to chat a few times. I've got a few questions, but the first one is, first time back down at the weight class, 145. Didn't have any trouble making it. Would you get on the scale at?
144.4.
144.4. You fought as heavy as we had spoken earlier, 170?
Yeah, I moved up there About 4 times. Yeah.
Okay. And when we'd also spoken, at 145 pounds, you have been undefeated. So you do feel like it's a weight class that is really suited for you.
Yeah. Overall, I'm 8-0 at that weight class. All finishes. Never lost there. Only reason I moved up was that's what I kept getting fight offers at, and I'm kind of just a fighter's fighter, man. Like, you offer me a fight, I don't want to back down, so I'll go fight.
Yeah, and this question is for you, but I think it also goes to everybody, who's fighting for a title tomorrow. The Peak Fighting Championships is definitely at a higher level now. You're getting a lot more views. A victory here can really catapult your career and change things, at least get you in the eye of those people who can do those, recruitment to the higher level. Is that something that you're really striving for, and do you feel like that would be the next step after a title?
I mean, that's always the goal, but it's just not something I try to stay fixated on. I just like to fight, so it keeps me focused. And I didn't know he just had a son, but so did I, so we're kind of in the same boat on that. And like he said, that's just doing it for him, man. I want that kid to be proud of me.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you, sir. Thank you, guys.
Well, we've got an amazing group tomorrow. I can't believe we have 16 phenomenal fights, and then you guys are going to end the card and showcase everything for the fans. I am going to start with Nicola. Can you walk us through your mindset heading into this fight and how you are physically and mentally feeling?
My mindset. I am just very excited to be here and have this chance. I'm excited to fight Alex, and I think it's going to be a great fight. Physically, I feel great. Mentally, feel awesome. This camp meant so much to me, and I just want to go out there and perform tomorrow. So, just happy to be here, guys.
Thank you. And Alex, I have a question for you as well. What sets you apart from your opponent and gives you the edge on this matchup? Because Nicola is someone who I call her more of a shark. She goes in the cage and she head hunts. So how are you gonna, how have you been preparing for that?
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a tough fight. Like you said, she's a good fighter. She applies a lot of pressure. I think one thing that'll set me apart is just my skills everywhere. I'm not afraid to go on the ground. I'm not afraid to go anywhere. So I think that will set me apart. Also, I'm gonna have a blast in there either way, so.
Well, that's awesome, and thank you so much for being here. John, I want to ask you some questions as well. Can you tell us about the evolving nature of your fighting career? You did take a year off, so where are you now?
Right now, I'm in probably one of the best places I've been in. I took a year off from my last fight. I had a couple that pulled out, backed out of the fight, so it gave me more time to go out there and train and kind of sharpen some stuff. So right now I'm feeling pretty good about everything that I'm going to showcase tomorrow night. Again, this is one of those fights that is exciting and that I'm really excited to do, and it's more of a legacy for me. This is a legacy thing for me where I want to go out and show people, how hard I worked, how hard I've been working, and, just do what I need to do.
And what are your thoughts on Ryan Parker?
On Ryan, like I said, I don't know disrespect to him. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he's going to come forward. He's going to do what he wants to do or try to do. And I think he is a good opponent that will try to implement his game plan as I will. And, I'm pretty sure it's going to be where, as they say, you have two lions locked in a cage, and you're going to see who's going to back down, who's going to shoot first, or, who's going to lay down.
Who do you think is going to shoot first? Who do you think is going to reflect off that power?
Man, I have no idea, but it excites me. It really, as I say, I'm willing to go out there and go out on my shield, and I hope you are too. it's just going to be a great fight.
Thank you, John. Ryan, let's counteract that a little bit right now since you guys are both up here. Who do you think is going to reflect off the power first, you or him?
I think this is a fight where it's not going to be so much somebody switching to an aspect of the game off of, you know, what they feel from the other one. I think both of us come in with a lot of experience, him with his striking, me with my just all-around MMA. I faced big punches before, you know, and I stand in there. I feel confident that I'm throwing some heat back as well. So I think it would just dictate on, you know, who wants to control the fight. You know, maybe it'll be a all-standing fight. Maybe we'll go to the ground. But that's the beautiful thing about mixed martial arts. You get to mix it up in there. You get to really show what you can do all over the place. So, hey, expect the shot. You know what I mean? Expect the shot.
Also, here, I want to make it known that you're coming off a very dominant victory in your last performance in May. Do you feel a competitive edge over John? If so, why?
I feel a competitive edge just because I know the work I put in. The last fight, yeah, it was a very big win for me. A mutual opponent for us, and Myron Dennis, also another strong kickboxer. So it does give you a little bit of, you know, boost knowing that you did just face a similar style like that and you had success. But I don't. Once I win, I'm on to the next one, you know. And every opponent is going to bring their own difficulties, their own challenges. I'm going to have to adjust to in there, and, you know, adapt to in order to execute my game plan. So the work that I put in is what gives me the competitive edge.
Thank you, Ryan.
From top to bottom. I'm not.
So,
Sounds good. Sounds good.
all right.
Okay, it was a little spicy. Colton, you're next. Are you ready? Okay. Can you share any specific moments and experiences that have shaped you as a fighter and helped you grow?
I mean, I think just my different backgrounds, like karate black belt. I've been wrestling since I was a kid. Been doing jiu-jitsu since I was a kid. Multiple kickboxing fights. Multiple, probably hundreds of wrestling matches. Multiple jiu-jitsu matches. You know, I've been tested. I've been put through the fire, and I mean, I've been doing this since I was a kid. You know, I'm 23 right now, and I got a long ways to go. And look what I'm at 23. Look what I did in a year as a pro. Let's see what this year does, and you know, I'm excited. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna go out there and put on a show like I always do. And like I said, he's not ready.
Has there been one defining moment? We know your pedigree and we know your record, but for you, has there been a defining moment in this fight career in the last year as pro? Because there's no turning back, no reset of records. What has been your defining moment?
I mean, I say would be getting that first knockout as a pro in a heavier weight class. Like, I have knockouts in 3 weight classes, so that shows my power, you know. I got knockouts with my left hand, and I got knockouts with my right hand. I got knockouts with knees, and, you know, I got submissions, 17-second submissions. I got arm bars. I got spinning hook kicks. I mean, his nickname's Tornado, but he ain't going to be spinning on me, I promise. And if he does, he's getting knocked out.
Jesse, we're going to jump over to you. I want to start off because you have had an up and down career. You started out at the bottom and you worked your way up to the top, right? How do you stay motivated and focused during the ups and downs of a fight career?
I know the potential that lies within me. So when my career wasn't looking indicative of that, I just had to hold it down. You know what I mean? I really believe in myself. And so I'm going to get to where I want to go.
And a victory over Loud would definitely be a massive feather in the cap for you. How would that feel?
That's amazing. Yeah, no, there are a lot of eyes looking at him. There are a lot of eyes on this promotion and on this title. So a win over Colton is going to be the thing that gets me a lot of the respect that I feel I deserve.
And how did you feel after having so many losses? What did you do going to the drawing board to get yourself on such a validated win streak? You did have a loss in there, but you did very well, and you did fight some pretty tough opponents as well. So it wasn't like you were just kicking cans down the road, padding a record, trying to make it offset your losses.
No, I've never tried to pad my record or anything like that. And yeah, I have really good wins in that streak. I have a 13-second KO, 30-second finish. I won a pro title in that time. So yeah, it's been a very interesting journey, and I'm proud of myself for how I've come out of the beginning of that. So yeah, it's just another part of the journey.
Like fire forges iron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My iron hard.
And, you know, speaking about Colton, because he's on a tear, he's tough. You don't have much to lose. You've already lost. So now do you think that's going to play into effect when you go into the cage tomorrow and those doors are locked and you're probably 9 out of 10 is going to press forward and really try and put the heat on him?
I mean, almost everybody's counting me out, but overlooking me right now is going to be a dangerous thing.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
And this is for Cody. I can't really see you. But what challenges do you anticipate facing in this fight tomorrow, and how do you plan to overcome them?
I know that Chance is a tough guy, so you know what I mean. Just get ready for a grinding fight and just, blast. He hits hard. He's got, I know he's been training his ground game and stuff, so just expect a war. I've been training for a war, and take the fight to him. Go fight my fight. Make sure, you know what I mean. We just go in there and put on a show. I want everybody to have a great time tomorrow and really, make some noise.
Well, the lack of excitement is definitely not going to be there. It's going to be, like I keep saying, phenomenal. That's the only word that comes to my mind. How has it been? You just started a gym here, and that takes up so much of your time and energy and passion because you're trying to help the community, which is an amazing factor. So definitely take your hat off for that. But how does that help? How does that help or hurt you with training and trying to be focused for a fight against someone like Beck?
It's helped me a lot because I get to be in the gym every single day, and you know what I mean. It's just one of those things. You have to be there. There's no excuses. When you're the guy that turns on the lights and opens up the doors, your ass better be in the gym. So it's one of those things. I've consistency, like I keep hearing from other people. Just being consistent, being there every single day, making sure I'm putting in the right work and doing the right things, and just good, clean living, and training my ass off. Gonna show these kids what hard work does, and make it all pay off tomorrow night.
That's phenomenal. Well, thank you so much for coming here and fighting as well. How has the journey been with PFC? Since you have fought on the biggest stages in the world, how has it been being here?
PFC is nothing but a great promotion. Since the time they signed me and stuff, they've done an excellent job of everything. Very professional. Definitely a company I look forward to fighting. My plan is to win the belt, so look forward to defending that title and, carrying that thing for a while. And, just love fighting for them. Great guys, great company. They have a great production. Everybody that works with them is top-notch, so I love it. It's one of those things I look at these guys as like, they're the new Bellator. You know what I mean? They're right on that same level, and they're going to be, they're growing. They're badass. Love PFC.
Thank you.
You for the opportunity, guys.
Thank you, Cody. Chance, this question's for you. Craig touched down on this a little bit, how you are undefeated at 145, and what was your record at 145?
8-0.
So
8-0-1.
So now you have jumped up to 170 and catch weight at 160 and 155 mainly. Why?
I was just taking fights. I didn't, early in my career I was 5-0. Got my first pro title at lightweight, and I was like, all right, I'll stay here. I felt comfortable. None of my weight cuts have ever been hard, so it wasn't a matter of like being lazy or not wanting to cut the weight. It was just a matter of I don't know. I was just where I was at, and I was getting fight offers. So, and honestly, the 55 division is the deepest division in the game. So, it's like if you can rise to the top of that on the regional level, you can fight in the big show. So that was a good part of the reason for fighting there as long as I did. That's about it.
And what has your training camp been like fighting, preparing to fight a UFC veteran like Cody Pfister, who's been all around the world competing?
It's been a hard camp for sure. I definitely feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. Cut out a lot of the crap I was doing. When you're like 5-0 starting out, you get that itch. You just riding on talent. It's hard to kind of keep on thinking you got to work as hard as everybody else. I got checked on that a lot, moving up in weight and fighting. Yeah, we this one we did a lot with a UFC veteran, Harry Hunsucker. It's been my coach for the past year. He's really dialed me in. And then everybody helped me to ship out for a few weeks out to Michigan with Chaos Williams' coach and Jared Brooks' coach, and spent some time up there. And it was just nice to be up there and not distracted. Not having to do the day-to-day, not having to teach. They wake me up in the morning. They put me through the 3 hours. They feed me, nap me, burp me basically, wake me back up. I go back for 3 hours and then, back to bed. So it's like, I just feel really fucking ready to go. That's about as good as it gets.
Right on. How does it feel to headline this event in your opponent's hometown and competing for the featherweight championship belt? Any pressure?
No, there's no pressure on me. I've done this plenty of times. Go in their backyard and fight them. Doesn't always go your way, but shit, I'm a fighter's fighter. I know he's a fighter's fighter. And I hope your people don't hate me tomorrow. But like you said, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna bang it out, and we're gonna see how it goes. And that's all you can do. We both trained our asses off. We're both showing up to fight. We both want this title, and it's just eyes on the prize at this point.
Thank you. I do want to do one more thing. I want to start with Nicola and work our way down, but I just want you guys to do one set of final thoughts that you guys get your hand raised tomorrow. It'll be a really cool clip for PFC to put together some highlight reels. Luis does an amazing job. So, Nicola, start us off. Tell us a badass what you want everyone to know about you or your final thoughts.
Let's have fun.
Legacy.
Shout out to my team, my sponsors, my manager, and everyone that supports me.
Shout out to my son, my wife, all my training partners, everybody, my manager, all the sponsors that helped me out. Thank you, God.